Okay, mommy, we're live. Hello, everyone. How are you, my friends and family? This is Shannon. It's Thursday, 5 p.m. It's Radiant Wrap. And guess what? I'm here with mommy,
Yes.
aka Beatrice Ray, aka Aunt B, aka Mom or Grandmom. Great grandmom, too, right? Say hi, mama.
Hi, how are you? Hope everyone's well.
They love when you come on, mom. They love, so say hi to mom, whether you see it live or you are watching the recording. Make sure you say hi to mommy. Tonight I wanted to it's Titi Carla. Yes, it's Carla. Hi. How you doing, sis? I I think I'm gonna call Trey. Love you too. Love you too. I'm gonna have to call Trajan. I hope I get to peek at him while he's here from Europe. She doesn't get in until the day that we leave or the day after we leave. So they're coming
Okay.
after Christmas. Yes, we are all blessed. We are all blessed, Carla Renee. I miss you. I love you so much.
Love you, Carla.
So today, friends, I wanted to just talk about three things. I'm going to just talk about three things, three recommendations that I have that I recommend as we prepare to go into 2022. Merry Christmas, by the way. I hope that you're not getting all stressed out buying gifts, spending money that you don't have for people that you don't even like. you, how does it go? So I think my friend Kim said it today. I just saw it. It's not spending money you don't have, or I don't know. I'll mess it up. But anyways, hopefully you're focused on the true meaning of the season and giving a little love and gratitude to others and not stressing out. Don't you agree, mommy?
I agree 100%.
What does it mean to you?
Christmas is basically about our Savior coming to bring us salvation so that we may live and have eternal life. And love is the biggest gift of all. Love one another. And this is a time for families to be together, love each other.
All right, mama. So you heard it. Pop, you want to say hi?
I'll just say hi.
Okay, come say hi, Poppy.
I'm here. Hello,
Okay.
everyone. How are you?
That's
Merry
Poppy.
Christmas.
That's Poppy. Thanks, Pop. That was sweet. So, three things. The first thing that I want to share as we prepare for 2022 so that you can be the healthiest version of yourself is when you start to exercise or when you start to do some type of a program, only do what is right for you. Now, there's a couple exceptions to what I'm about to say. If you're a professional athlete or if you're working towards some scholarship and you have to push into agony and pain and you're making thousands and potentially tens of thousands or millions of dollars, I'm not talking to you. Okay. But even if you're young, I'm referring to you. I'm asking you, and what made me think of this, mommy, one of my one of my students last week who had been with me for years and years and years. I think that this person would know better. But after a class, and this was a live class that I do, most of my classes are virtual. You want to know about them, let me know. I'll share the information with you. But we were doing a class, and the next day, well, it's every other day. So, yeah, the next day, she texts me and says, I'm not coming to class tomorrow because my shoulders hurt from exercises that we did the day before. And I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I said, is that something that you woke up today and you felt pain? It happened after the fact? Or did you know while you were doing the exercise that it was hurting you? And the student said, I knew when I was doing the exercise that it was hurting, but I didn't want to interrupt the class. And I was so disappointed to hear that because mommy takes my virtual classes online. Mommy, what do I always say?
Do what is right for you.
Thank you,
And
Mom.
sit down if you have to,
And sit down if you have to.
which I do.
That's right. It's really important that we're working towards a better quality of life. And if you are injuring yourself, then that is doing the reverse of what we're trying to accomplish. Hey, Gretchen, how you doing, babe? Hey, Deirdre, how are you? Thank you. Yes, I made it home safely with my mama. So make sure that if it hurts, don't do it. Now, let me just say this. If you're with your physical therapist, you're with your healthcare provider, and they're asking you to do something that is hurting, in that setting, that's different than being in a workout setting with your trainer. And so I want to talk to you, you trainers as well. Just consider that everybody doesn't look alike. Everybody is not going to be able to perform the same way. They may mechanically not be able to do something. You don't want to single them out. They might not even ever want to come back if they feel embarrassed, you know? So just kind of a side note for my fellow instructors. I know a lot of you know that, but sometimes because we're so passionate and want to help the client and student out so bad that we forget about potential limitations and things that they may not have told us. So we want to be mindful of that. Now, let me give you another exception to this rule that I'm saying. If whatever it is that is hurting you is essential to your mobility, like walking and resting, no matter how much you rest, it's not going to help. And your doctor has already recommended that you do it, that you stand up and that you try and move, then it's important that you keep moving, because the more you don't move a joint or muscle, then the weaker it's going to atrophy. It gets weaker and the joint gets tighter and it's harder and harder to move it. So that would potentially be an exception. And how you know you work through exceptions is you seek your healthcare provider's recommendation. Okay, so always seek your healthcare. And if you don't like what they're saying, or if it seems controversial, or your trainer says, I don't know, maybe consider a second opinion. That's fair. But we're not, well, some of the trainers might be, I'm not a physician. So you have to seek your the permission of your healthcare provider before doing any physical activity, really, okay? But walking is essential. So if it's hurting you to walk and you know that resting is not going to help, then I need you to get your behind up and walk. Okay, that's not what I'm telling you. Okay, so you know how we used to say no pain, no gain? It's all relative, because you might be so used to being on the couch, even just getting off there's nothing wrong with you, but just getting off the couch is painful for you because you haven't moved in so long. You got it. Then that kind of hurt is okay. Get up, but listen to your body. If you're feeling like you need to stop moving, walk slower, then stop moving and walk slower. Oh, Gretchen, yes, I do cherish mommy. I'm sorry, yours is going. Yes, I for sure. That's why I'm here right now. I hear you, and I'm sorry for your loss, Gretchen.
So,
Mommy.
in my sweetheart, and I understand. Well, I love you, and I'll keep you in my prayers.
All right, Deaconess Mommy. That's one another, aka Deaconess Mommy. All right, so that's one. Do only what's right for you. Number two, another thing that you can do to prepare for 2022 to have a healthier, happier 2022 is to listen closely. Lay off the person that you're always on their case about being healthier or losing weight or whatever, quitting smoking, exercising. If you've said it already 100,000 times, leave them alone. And they're not responding yet, leave them alone. Okay, they just might not be ready. Focus on you and what you can control. I know it's from a loving place, but you nagging in them doesn't work. It doesn't help. What you think, Mom?
That is so true because I used to be a smoker, and the more you say don't, the more they are determined. I will when I'm ready, and you do have to be ready. You have to be ready. And one day I just balled them up. That was it, and that's been about 8-9 years now.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you, Mom, for that. Yep. So going into the new year, if you're trying to get that person to the gym, you're trying to get them to walk with you, exercise with you, it's probably best that you just leave them alone, and then they may come around and decide that they want to on their own. It's their idea, no longer because it's your idea. They have to want it in their hearts. Okay. And just to add on to that, one other on the flip side of that, if you say it's a kid and you just want them to make it to the NBA, right? But the kid doesn't want to work as hard as you want them to work, and you're pushing them because it's your dream and you want them to get that scholarship. And again, it's because you love them. But guess what? You cannot force passion. So I just wanted to add that because it could be either extreme. It's you wanting something for someone else more than they want it, that you can't force that on someone, whether it is for them to accomplish a goal like, a college scholarship, for volleyball, soccer, hockey, whatever. If they're not into it and you push, and they may come back. Like, for example, one of my oldest daughter, she for her whole life, she told me she wanted to be a doctor. And then she got in high school and she was like, I changed my mind. I don't want to be a doctor. And I couldn't believe it because she always said she wanted to be a doctor. But it's her life, it's her choice. If she didn't want to be a doctor, then fine. The commitment for that is so crazy anyways. So I just you figure it out, and and instilling in her and all of my children that you're smart, you're good, you have a good heart. Whatever you decide to do, you're going to be great. And so she went all through college without thinking she wasn't going to go to med school. And then she came out of college. She got a really good job in science or science-related field. She worked for 3 years, made good money, and applied for med school, and now she's in med school. She did that on her own. I think if I had tried to push her, she probably wouldn't have done it, ever. Because, especially kids, a lot of times they do the opposite of what we said. All right, Mom, anything to add to that?
No, and ditto to what you said. And I was thinking, I said 8 or 9 years when I stopped smoking. It's about 14, actually.
Yeah, that's
it's been
right.
a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, time goes fast.
Okay.
But I everything that Shannon has said, I ditto to that. And like I said, things work out in their own time. Sometimes the more you say, the harder it is for them to give in. Let them figure it out. They will.
Yeah, well, mom never forced us. Like whatever she, really, I guess I was repeating with my kids the words my mom said to me, because she never tried to force us. Now, unfortunately, I didn't listen to my mom like when it came to piano, because she wanted me to play piano. My mom plays piano. She put me in piano lessons. I didn't want to do it. Guess who has to live with the fact that I can't play piano? And there's so many people around me, loved ones that I grew up with that were the same age with me. They're phenomenal piano players. We all started at the same time. They didn't quit. Bethany, Glenn, who else plays piano? Cerise. Who else played piano? When Raymond
did.
Glenn. I mean, a bunch of them. They're all making good money, right? None of them are professional except Raymond. Raymond Glenn are professional. And does Jeff can probably pluck on the keys
Jeff
too.
Plays the piano and a couple another instrument.
But he's not in our age group.
He's
not. No. Jeffrey was my ring bearer. He's way younger than us. Okay, one more thing. So the first two, one is to what was one? One was only do what's right for you. Two is lay off trying to change someone because it don't work. And the last one to consider to prepare for 2022 and to be a healthier version of you is to start right now. I know it's like, okay, I'm just going to throw the rest of the year to the wind. I'll wait to 2022. Listen, I'm not telling you not to have a good time over this last week and a half that we have in 2021, right? But can you not consider that making changes can be really small? It doesn't have to be perfect, but maybe you can go for a walk. You haven't been going for a walk. Like maybe you can decide to love yourself enough to drink more water during the holiday, right? I mean, just something very small. Like maybe not eat until you feel like you're going to throw up. Like you have to unbutton your pants on Christmas Day and just go somewhere and you feel like crap because you ate so much or because you drank so much, right? So maybe just show a little bit of restraint. You may feel great if you do those things. So those are my 3 recommendations, Mom. Do you have anything you want to add?
No.
What recommendation do you have to be healthier in 2022?
I'm just trying to eat more proportional than what I have in the past. And I notice that, well, sometimes when we get older, we don't eat the same quantity, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And I know sometimes like smaller portions. That is my goal to stick with that because that way I'm not really losing the pounds, but I stay stable in between what I want to be and what I don't drop that much. I'd stay right in that level. And as long as if I can stay in that level and be healthy, I'm satisfied.
Well, you're doing great. She's doing really great. Like one of the things that she does that I know keeps my mom really young, right? Mommy, can I tell him how old you are?
Yeah.
No.
Poppy said no. Mommy, how old are you?
By the grace of God.
How old are you?
I am 80 years old. In March, I will be 81.
She's 80 years old. And Mommy, like her knees bother her a lot. But she still comes to the virtual classes. And I love having her there because we're in different states. And she still exercises in them. Not only that, she goes to the church and she helps to prepare meals. She ain't cooking them. She helps to prepare meals for the food pantry and she distributes them. She calls people all week. She's always praying for someone. She's always going to visit people in the hospital. My mom stays active and busy, and she doesn't stay focused on what her own problems are. Like, she's always encouraging others and helping others in their situations. Mom, how does that, I mean, how do you find pleasure in doing those things? Like, you don't do it begrudgingly, so.
No, it's just, I think it seems to come natural with me. I don't know. It's one of the gifts God gave to me because it feels right. And I'm happy when I can do things for other people. And I love people. I worked in the hospital for almost 19, 20 years, taking care of people as a nurse's aide. So I've always been a people's person. So I just enjoy it. And I think it's my gift given to me by the Lord. So that's it.
Okay, so you want to tell them what your what's your signature on your email? What's your
On my email?
When you send.
I always say, because I've accumulated through the years so many children and different people. I always say love from mom to some, mom B to and Aunt B to many, grandmom to those who want me to be, and a friend to all. And all is in capitals. And that comes from the heart, and it's sincerely true.
Right. And then what do we say at Mount Olive when we talk to the visitors, after they ask there were visitors here, we always say there are no
strangers here, only friends you haven't met. And that is so true for our little church.
And that's true for us too.
It's a family church.
That's true for all of us.
Yeah,
where there's no strangers, just friends we haven't met. That's kind of our motto, I think. Don't you think, Mom?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it, my friends. I love you. You have greatness inside of you. I believe in you. So enjoy your Christmas. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next Thursday, okay?
Merry Christmas.
Bye for now.